Joined by head coach Ryan Day, and coach, you went out there, you handled the noise. What did you think of the performance from the team?
I thought we were resilient, and I think it's a great opportunity to build upon a win in a great environment. This was great. I thought our fans were awesome here. We had a presence, a lot to grow upon. We got to get better, but if we're going to reach our goals this year, we have to win in environments like this. So again, a reference point.
Middle eight. You always stress the middle eight. You guys won the middle eight today. How important is that for you guys moving forward?
Well, it's like stealing a possession. That's the way we look at it. When you score and then you start with the ball in the second half and you score again, it goes from 3-0 to 14-3. We preach it a lot. We work it, and I thought that was a big part of the game.
What did you think of Julian's performance, handling the noise? It was electric here.
Yeah, we got to get back, watch the film. We got to grow on it. A lot of things we got to get better at. But again, what he said to me was actually what was on film, and there was a couple things I actually thought that I saw it one way and he saw it another, and he was right. So to me, that's a good sign. Made some big plays in the game. Threw a really big-time throw to Max Clare late in the game. Resilient. And again, you think about a guy who his first start ever was against Texas at home. They were number one team in the country. First road game was here against a team that's won 22 straight. So for him, I think it's just going to build his confidence. All
right, last thing. You get to fly home with a first Big Ten win, first road win. Do you take a deep breath there? I know next week you got Minnesota right on the heels.
Yeah, I have my laptop right here on to Minnesota. So, Joined
by Ohio State quarterback Julian Sayin. And Julian, it seemed like the offense really started to get it going there, especially in the second half. What was it about finding the rhythm here, obviously in a hostile environment?
Yeah, I think our whole message was keep swinging. Things were going to go our way the whole time, and I think we just had a lot of resiliency out there, and I was proud of the way the offense executed.
For you, in this environment, your first road game, was it everything you expected? It was pretty loud out there.
Yeah, it was an awesome atmosphere. It was definitely loud, and we were having to work the silent count, so it was a lot of fun.
For you, when you were down on the red zone, what is it that allows you to be successful down there when you start seeing things in the second half? You guys absolutely able to find the end zone each time.
Yeah, I think we practiced a lot this week because we weren't successful last week in the red zone, and I think our offensive line did a great job of moving the line of scrimmage and letting our backs run behind it.
All right, joined by Ohio State wide receiver Jeremiah Smith. You got the touchdown, and then it felt like everybody took a breath. That one went through your mind. The offense finally started clicking there.
Yeah, maybe start off, I won't say slow. Maybe drill down the field. We just couldn't punch it in the red zone. But, got that touchdown, just got things going from there, and finished good in the second half.
What was it like in this environment? I mean, we heard it was loud. How was it down on the field?
It was loud for sure. It wasn't as loud as I really thought it would be, but it was loud for sure. It was loud.
For the offense, finding that rhythm, obviously you have the fourth down. How important is it for you guys to have fast starts in these things? And the second half, the way you guys finished, I'm sure that was exactly what it was.
Yeah, for sure. Coach Harlan, Coach Day preach it each and every day. We got to start fast. We got to score in the red zone. But we didn't really do that in the first half. But we just got to finish. That's all it is.
When you guys get clicking, it seems like nothing can stop you. Is that how it feels?
Yeah, for sure. I feel the same way. Once things start clicking, everybody's on the same page. We dangerous for sure.
Big box. Jeremiah, how exciting is it? You guys are 1-0 conference.
Yeah, we pretty excited about this one. To get a win like this on the road in a good environment like this is a pretty good win. We are very excited about this win for sure.
Appreciate it.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
Thanks, man. Kaden Curry, 3 sacks. What's it like out there for you? I saw you embracing the fans and embracing that environment.
Yeah, definitely. Just seeing that sea of red out there definitely was a surprise. We didn't really expect that coming into the stadium. We just heard about the atmosphere all week, and just seeing the whole stadium and that defense we produced, and we made the plays when the number was called.
We heard a lot of disrespect this offseason about the D-line. You guys have mentioned that you've heard it a little bit. Yeah. Do you feel like you guys proved a point out there?
Yeah, the whole mindset of our D-line right now is just no names. They're going out there and playing as one unit, and I feel like we definitely did that here today, and we did a great job caging the quarterback, and we made plays off of it.
When you have him moving and running around, how challenging can that be, and then how important is it to keep him in that pocket like you guys did?
Yeah, we definitely know when he gets out of the pocket, it puts so much stress on our back end, and they have to plaster onto their guys, and it's just hard to do as a DB. And we knew that if we did our job today, we'd have plays come out of it, and we definitely did that.
For you personally, does this feel like welcome to the world, Kaden Curry? Welcome to the world, knowing that, hey, this is who I can be and this is who I'm going to be the rest of the season?
Yeah, definitely just going to have to keep going back at it at practice, and just going to have to keep that mindset in the back of my head that I'm that no name, and I'm just going to have to keep playing that way.
And then you guys get first road win, first Big Ten win. How nice is it to have that off your shoulders?
Definitely great just to see all of our guys, kind of the younger guys, get in this atmosphere and kind of play in that way, and just build so much trust and just resilience for our team today.
Awesome. Appreciate it, Kaden. Thank you. All right, I got the dynamic duo here, and I think the defensive line gets the game ball for this game. I think we can all agree on that. How does it feel to go out there and dominate like that in this game?
Well, I'm just proud of all the guys, you know. Road win, first road win of the season. We're just going to keep going.
Edric, it's a loud stadium here. How'd you handle that noise?
Really just sticking to the game plan and having the teammates help us around me, like K-Mac, KJ, and everybody else that helped around it.
What's it like to see K-Mac out there and really putting on a show and making a statement?
Feels good, especially where he's from Georgia. Just great to see him putting on for us.
And then as a defensive line, I heard you guys, there's no names on this defensive line. You're playing as one unit. How important is that in a game like this? How much can that help you when you're constantly rotating and trying to get after a quarterback?
No, you know, it's a long season, and this game we had to contain a quarterback, and they said this was the best offense we went against, and now what? You know, we just gonna keep going every week and keep going. That's all I can really say. Keep going.
Keep going. On to the next one. You guys get your first Big Ten win, first road win. How nice does that feel, Edric?
Feels great, especially first road game with a whole different team, and to come out with a win, it feels great.
Appreciate it, guys. Great game. Joined by the Blockos, Sonny Styles. And Sonny, they said this was the best offense you guys had seen. They said they had a trifecta out there that was going to be hard to stop. You guys don't allow them in the end zone. How much pride does that give you?
Yeah, we thought we played well. We left a lot out there on the field, but I was playing really good offense, holding 6 points. So it was a good day, but still a lot to work on.
I said today that this defense could give up 99 yards on a drive, but not a lot of teams are getting that one final yard. What is it about that mindset for you guys?
Yeah, it's just something about being a silver bullet. It's a bend don't break mentality, and Coach Patricia, he's still that mentality in us as well. And obviously, when we get down there, he has some great calls for us, getting us in the right spots, and guys just being mentally tough. Honestly, I think that's what it is.
The veterans had to step up. That's what Ryan Day said about this week. You guys obviously seem calm, cool, and collected out there. How did you handle the environment?
Yeah, just got to be poised, man. Believe in each other. Don't let the noise affect you. I don't think we did today, and honestly, didn't feel that too loud for us. Just believe in each other, stick together, and just keep getting through the issues.
First Big Ten win. Now you guys are on to a night game against Minnesota. How does it feel to get this win and the road win off the shoulders there?
Yeah, I mean, I think for the first Big Ten game, being a road game, it was a tough one in a tough environment. I think it felt really good. You know, I said earlier in the week we're going to learn a lot about ourselves. After this game. I think we learned that we're able to be poised in these environments and able to push through and have grimy wins.
Awesome. Appreciate it, Sonny. Joined by CJ Donaldson, and we talk about the 4th and 1. It almost felt fitting that that's how the game ended versus how it started. What was it like when you got in the end zone there and kind of put a cap on this?
It was electrifying, to celebrate with my teammates, to close out the game the right way. It was just amazing, man.
For you getting in the end zone to start things there after the Jeremiah touchdown in the second half, did it feel like you gave the spark that this offense needed?
I wouldn't say I gave a spark. We kind of feed off each other. We light each other candle and we feed off each other. Like I just said, Julian does a great job, controlling the offense. The O-line does a great job, managing twisting the moves and stuff. And the receivers, they just gonna make plays. So I kind of say we feed off each other.
You got the Big Ten win. How does it feel to get that first one and you do it in such a raucous environment?
Hey, man, it's amazing. I love playing in enemy territory. That's something we love to do. Be the villain, wear the mask. Take over their stadium. At the end of the game, we only want to see red in the stadium.
Awesome. Appreciate it.
Thank you.